gotta tell y'all a story. Hey y'all, I had to wait for the commercial on my song. Hey John, hey. Yeah, thanks John. Hey, don't forget to give to the cash app. $1.50. We need a quick mint. Yeah. All right. And in the interim, Monday, y'all. Monday. Get your mats so you can do some stretch out. Get your weights. Lift some weights. Get your chair. You're going to do some chair exercises. Stand up. You walk in place. Line up if you walk from wall to wall. Jump on your bike. Start your treadmill. Yeah. Power on. Now that I've made it to 902, I shan't go any further unless I pay some money. Oh, thanks for the love. Yes. And I won't go any further. They won't let me go any further. This is the point where I started paying money, as they call it, to boost my videos. But it's really to release the videos that they're stopping from being shown. It's all good. But I don't know why you asking me for money when you ain't letting me make no money. I don't understand that part. I figure if I'm making money, then I would use YouTube's whatever. But I see now, in addition to the close to 2,000 videos I've given them, that's not enough. That is not enough. And though they throw commercials on all of it, as you see, I was waiting for my song and I couldn't get it on because we was on commercial. So you put commercials on everything. So I'm not understanding. I'm working on the cameras, y'all. My daughter found a Groupon and got some cleaners to come down. And they cleaned up the studio and the bathroom. So I'm not understanding what the problem is. You throwing commercials on over 2,000 videos. I ain't saying nothing. It's a business. I ain't just get black, I've been black. And being black, I know how you do. No, I'm not no young girl with boyfriends that give me money to pay all your YouTube fines. I'm not a young person out there working so I can get on YouTube and do crazy things. I'm just an old lady exercising. And I ain't no old rich lady. Especially when they stop my videos. So, yeah, y'all. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Vicky, thank you very much. Wait till I tell y'all. So I'm sitting down Sunday and I'm listening to Switch. Switch is just, very talented. Back in the day, we used to have like 8, 9 member bands. Horns, percussions, all that kind of stuff. And Bobby DeBarge, so very, very, very talented. And he went with Switch. And if I remember from Unsung, the DeBarges, it's like he came back and got the family. So I'm listening to Switch singing There'll Never Be a Greater Love. And then I look at one of the YouTube commentators, because I'm on YouTube all the time. If they look at my YouTube watching time, they see see that it's almost all the time. That's all I look at is YouTube. So I don't understand why you're trying to crush me for money. I done gave you videos. I give you watching time. And you still want me to give you money so you can release my videos? How about we just leave each other alone? If the videos move, they move. But don't stop them because you won't make money, but that's your business. And that's how they keep black people from getting to a lot of things. They throw up the money. And they know I am retired. I ain't white people retired. Black people retired. So no, we don't got no extra money. And when the videos start making money, YouTube, you'll be the first one I contact. But until then, let's not harass each other. Thank you. So, sitting down listening to Switch, and I see something as I'm one of the political sisters something. And they're saying he won't sign an ethics clause. He won't have a physical. He won't have a mental test. He won't pay his taxes. He won't. And I just switched away real fast. And then the ancestors vibed to me. They said, he wants to be king. And I said, well, if he ain't doing none of them things to become president, then he's not going for being president. He's going for being king. I'm vibing with the ancestors. And then the vibration, the feeling, got so excited, so happy. I didn't understand the feeling. And I was like, what are you so happy about? He's trying to say he's king. I'm vibing with this. I'm like thinking this. He's saying he's going to be king. And then they said, that's the right move. All of a sudden the air around me got so excited and so happy, and I couldn't understand it. And finally I got a vibe that said, we've overthrown kings for centuries. And then I got it. Our African ancestors don't know anything about overthrowing presidents. That's why we're still in the situation we're in. But they know a lot about overthrowing kings. So I was like, oh man, I didn't think about that. And then they vibe up and they said, yes, when his paid-for Supreme Court Judge Roberts swear him, and he will not be swearing him into the Constitution because the orange shit stain did not follow any of the guidelines and rules for the Constitution. He is making himself king. And we got him. So I was vibing, I was like, we got him? What do you mean we got him? So then I put up on my Facebook. I went and showed a picture of Shaka Zulu. He fought kings all the time. He himself was made a king. So now I'm not really getting what the ancestors is putting out. And I said, no. They'll still make him president. And the ancestors vibe back, no. He'll be king, easy prey. So then, just like that, I saw like this vision of a chessboard. Black on one side, white on the other. And the black king on the chessboard is really black people. I know that's hard for y'all to hear because y'all been trying to keep us in ignorance and down. But we have black kings. And they fought Europeans in Europe. So I see the picture of the chessboard. Black pieces on one side, white pieces on the other, and in the middle, I see the king is the orange shit stain. There's an orange piece. And I was like, okay. And they said, if he's not following the Constitution, then he's king. And anybody can get at him. So I'm like, okay. And then I got this direct message. The direct message said, black people stay out of it. And I said, black people stay out of it? What are you talking about? I vibed. And they said, you can't. Because on this penal colony, these European Africans, y'all call white people, are trained to attack black people. So if you're there with them, standing with them, if they go after that orange king, they'll forget about the orange king and attack us. So we can't be involved. They can be mad as hell at the orange shit stain. But if we say something, they'll turn all that rage on us. They are programmed. All the cults. What's evil? Black. What's bad? Black. What's sin? Black. So there's no way we can stand next to you in any kind of confrontation. I know we did Black Lives Matter, but when you looked at it, we broke down. And it was y'all and us. Because you European Africans, you're so programmed that you can even get close to putting your hands around the orange shit stain who's calling himself King's neck. But if you see a black person, you'll forget about him and attack us. It's what you do. It's what you do. So we can't get involved in it. Because we'll be fighting y'all instead of fighting the king. Because you're trained to attack us. And I was like, okay. Alright, I can understand that. Yeah. Yep. They can be right at the king's throat. And if they look over and see a black person standing there, it's all off. They'll forget about the king, come after us. They're just naturally trained like that, and nothing is like inbred in them. So we can't be involved. So what happens with the king when he declares himself clean in a democratic society is that basically the army is not supposed to listen to him. The Homeland Security, which is his Imperial Guards, and he will make them his Imperial Guards. But there ain't enough proud boys on this planet to stop millions of people that's going to go after the king. Because going after the king is in the textbooks. So they said, what's going to happen is, on the side of the board with the white people and the orange shit stain, they're going to start going after him. And as they collide, he'll lose more pieces. Then they'll castle him until democracy comes back in. And he is gone. Him, his family, sorry Mary, every bloodline he has should be transported out. Now, if that doesn't happen, and he gets his Imperial Guards and Homeland Security and the National Guards, National Guards are controlled by governors. So, I don't know how many you're going to send for him to be king. So then, if that works, that's it. But we know that's not how it's going to work. Now on the side, the board, because they explained it to me, the ancestors, the board is democracy. So all the pieces, black and white, and the orange shit stain. Foundation is democracy. So, the white pieces with the orange shit stain are the ones who are attacking democracy. On the other side, where the black pieces would be, are African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans, women, well, black women. I really can't tell y'all what I'm women. So, then we look over. After they finish fighting each other, see who's left. They having to cancel the king out the country. And he has some pieces left over. Then we'll come through, scrape y'all up, put you to the side, and grab that bitch by the neck, his family, even the fucking dogs, any bloodline, and ship it to, to the outpost. So we have the outpost at the Arctic. Ship them there. That's what you do with kings and their families. Because he won't have enough time to get his kingdom. Because if you look at the king, you got the Royal Navy, Royal Army, then you have the kings, all those people protecting the king that the orange shit stain doesn't have. Because see, he just knew king. Rip that bitch. We hate kings on this penal colony that y'all call a country. But the Constitution say we hate kings. But right now y'all stepping on the Constitution, so we gonna go our way. Now remember, it still holds that the person that gets the king gets the crown. I want y'all to know. That's why they go with democracy. It ain't so easy. Look at us as African Americans. If these bitches were kings, we'd have handled them centuries ago. But they're under democracy and the Constitution. But once the shit stain kicks that out and declare himself king, the first one with their hands around his neck gets the crown. So I know the white people ain't gonna do it. So we're gonna have to come over from the other side of the chessboard, and we gotta go and get him. There's millions and millions and millions of us, more than Proud Boys, more than anybody else he can scrape up. So that's why the ancestors were so happy. Because we can take it down the king. It's hard getting rid of this president and all this Congress shit like that. Who? All you got to do is take down the king and his court. And he's setting up his court now. Now, what black people can do while the white chess pieces are fighting against the orange shit stain is we can do backup. We find out all the information on his cabinet. You find his family. You find everything. And you start harassing them. That's our part. We can't get in and fight with you because you'll forget and turn and attack us. That's why we tell these young people, don't go in no army with these people. You think the enemy will shoot you. How about the bunkmate next to you? You won't make it for the enemy to shoot you. That's the same way with us in this situation. And I told y'all before, stop using black women for sympathy for losing babies, because these European Africans y'all call white have no sympathy. I told you they was getting happy. They said, oh, more black people died, I'm so happy. Oh, I wish they all died. And you see how it worked out? That's why the abortion thing didn't go through. Black women dying was the cherry on the cake. Well, I kept telling you you wouldn't do it. They were saying the whole time, they said, oh, how's that baby die? And you see these white people saying, die, bitch, die. They never was going to vote for Hillary with that. In their minds, they're like, oh, wow, this is way better than I thought it would. How many black people can we get rid of? A couple of millions? Oh, but you don't listen. So, now, he will be king. And African Americans, y'all don't know it, but the ancestors buzzing. They said, we got it. We got it now. You can wring that king's neck. I think there's a king somewhere around here when I was on the YouTube streets where the folks getting ready to drag his goddamn ass out. Oh yeah. The people bring kings down all the time. That bitch over in England, he knee knocking. His knees are knocking. He better not pull out no kind of how. Them people will crush it. So, I have to get to our topic. I'll use the last 20 minutes. So what we're going to do tomorrow, because I'm riding with the ancestors, and I'm getting what they're saying. But not really. And then they said, I don't want y'all to think I hear voices. I don't hear voices. They vibed tomorrow and Wednesday. Listen, y'all know I did a show called Neighbors where we taught the basics of chess through music, movement, and song. And in our last couple of seasons, the last one, Apple destroyed. They did an update and wiped it out. And then when I complained, they said, fuck you, black bitch, you black fish. Shut up, you black bitch. So nothing was ever done about that. But we managed to save, Matt did. He was the editor. Well, no, in the last part, I was the editor. So I did manage, I did call Matt to help me to see if I could retrieve the lost season episodes that Apple update destroyed. And we couldn't. But I have one with Chess Master Rich. He is a chess master. And I got him in the show. So the ancestors vibed to me that I should look at him. I did all the editing, but I can't remember his setup because he had the chessboard that's on the wall. So we're going to look at that tomorrow. And then this fantastic chess coach, we called Coach Victor out of Yonkers. Oh my goodness. Does that man know? I got 2 instructors and Neighbors, a chess master and a coach. And they said for me to listen to that and watch it. Y'all can go while we're walking. You can go to Neighbors -chess song and you'll see. I'll tell you the episode. I'll try to put it on the community. And you'll see which episode we'll be listening to. Not the whole episode, but the part where I have Coach Victor and Chess Master Rich. And together, they're going to show me the layout of this whole king thing. So when he becomes king, and I'm good at taking it and putting it to social chess and applying it to life. That's what Neighbors is all about. So, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm not changing the titles of the show because if you think I'm blocked now, let me put chess. They don't like smart black people. Well, only smart if they made them smart. Not birth and blood and shit like that. Natural smart. They don't want nothing like that. They hate that. So, here we are. Yeah, y'all. The first 25 minutes down. Yes. Whew. And I feel that cool air. How y'all doing? Whew. There we are, y'all. Ha ha. Whew. First 25 minutes. First 25 minutes. 25, 35, 45 minutes. Now, we'll get into how and why I knew those folks at that rally were Scientologists. Y'all remember me telling you about that old lady who was climbing those stairs, like a hand like this? She was pulling up the stairs. She was pulling herself up the stairs. And no one came over to help her. No one said, you want to hold my arm so you can walk? She wasn't. She was like, pulling. And people were walking by her, around her. And I just felt something wasn't right with that. I was like, oh lady, why are you at this big rally by yourself? But she's a Scientologist. That was her command. They operate like that. They come in groups, but they leave out as individuals. Meet here at 24th Street. Nobody knows why, but they all meet. So, as time went by, I was like, hold on, y'all. I gotta get a tissue. I should have got it on break. Ooh, child. This sweat is coming down now. That short little break. You know what? Maybe for December, we ain't breaking. We just walking straight through. This in-between sweat. Because the sweat didn't stop pouring down until I stopped walking. So that may be on the calendar for December. We just walked a straight 45 minutes. Now the sweat is pouring off me from that little stop. So I'm looking at her, and I'm not understanding why. You know? And the next day, and I'm seeing this lady, and I'm like, I'm missing something. What is it? Why is this thing still on my head? And then I found out what it was. Those wasn't Republicans. The few Republicans at those rallies, those are the ones that left early. And the rest were Scientologists. They don't do helpful things like that for you. Unless L. Ron Hubbard or Davis Miscavige or whatever their team leaders, trainers, or whatever tells them to do. They don't do it if not told. And that's what had gotten me watching that old lady. No one came to give her arm, to see if she was sick, was she leaving, trying to leave, because, well, maybe she was leaving. What if she was trying to make it to the bathroom? And that's cults. That's cults. You look at those Mormons, they help Mormons. Your ass can fall out in front of them. They will step over you and keep going. Unless they know that you are a Mormon. Y'all run, take your happy ass to them doctors and don't even find out who and what they are. And you think they're going to save you. They only save their cult members. You're there for extra money and they don't give a shit. Just like that old lady by herself trying to climb those stairs. No one gave a shit. And she ain't have sense to stay home. But at that point, I knew they weren't Republicans. Because let me tell you about the Republicans I have known. The Republicans I've known have been good people. Republicans I've known will stop a car and block it to save a cat or a dog. Those are the Republicans I know. Yep. I know a Republican that if you're sick, they will help put you in the car and take you to the hospital. I know. I ain't telling you I speculate. I'm telling you I know. The Republicans that I know, they kick down the door to get education, medical help, housing, and even to get the mentally challenged out of the institutions and into the communities. Shut down them crazy houses that was putting everybody in there, lumped together, whatever condition it was. Republicans I know shut down. So that's what was bugging me with that old lady by herself climbing the stairs. The Republicans I know, they would have stopped by and said, "You want an arm?" That's why I kept telling you it was a different kind of hate. Not the Republican hate. It's a different kind of hate. Scientology hate. Where if you ain't one of us, you ain't nothing. And that's not Republican. Republicans don't chase you down and try to bully you if you try to leave the party. They don't do that. Cults do. Cults do. Cults work on unsaving humanity, especially these cults like the Mormons, Scientologists. I'm thinking a little bit about the Jehovah's Witnesses, but they're old people, and they was Christian too. Bullshit. Old black African cults. But their whole thing is, they're not going to be here. Scientologists, we ain't gonna be here, so we're gonna rule mankind before we leave. Because they consider themselves Martians. The Mormons, over 200 years inbreeding, so they can say we ain't got no black in us. But all are black, but that's the level of ignorance. But they don't want to take over the world. Or do they? Anyway, I knew in my old black African life, you kidnap you or nothing. You just don't go to that church no more. That is how simple it is. But not for those other ones. They'll hunt you down to come to church, though they don't do anything for you. I saw that old lady. And I knew it was no black people there. That was another dead giveaway. Because we are the type that would go up to that crusty old lady and say, ma'am, can I help you upstairs? You look like you're struggling. But we wasn't there. So that's how I knew that was a bunch of Scientologists at a Trump for King rally. They didn't even know they was Trump King rally. They was just told after they sat there with the tins in their ear for about 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Then they was told that they had to be at such and such place. Pick up your hat, pick up your this. Because the only important things to them, Scientologists, is David. Was it Massage? I've been saying his name wrong. And L. Ron Hubbard. So I can't get down with y'all when y'all beating on Americans and beating on the Republicans that I know. Not this, I told you these ones in here, they're not the Republicans I know. That's the ones, I know the Republicans that would help the lady. These are the Republicans that I'm surprised they ain't stomp up. So, that's how they are. That's how they are. Not Republicans. Scientologists. And thieves steal. I don't know what's wrong with y'all European Africans. There's something disconnected. He's a thief. He's been thieving for 60 years. He's almost 80. He's a thief. He stole the elections with the help of Scientology. He shut up those electors and made them do whatever they had to do. So I can't bash with y'all on Republican or European American women or European. I can't bash with you. Because it's very hard to stop thieves from stealing. He spent the last 12 years, they tried to steal from Obama. They tried to steal from Obama. They tried to steal from Hillary, they stole it. Then they tried to keep it when Biden got it, and we got it to bottom. This man knows thievery. And he has the criminal element. That's why the ancestors are so happy. And they keep vibing to me. When he's going to become king. And I'm like, hold on, y'all. Because that's what they know. They don't know about fighting no president. But they know how to take a fucking king out. And we as African Americans, y'all ain't even really got to do nothing. You're going to finally see how strong the power and vibration of the ancestors are. Because this is something that they have been waiting for. The Constitution and democracy protects them. Once that is removed, and you put your neck around that orange fucking king and drag him, his family, his cats, his fucking dogs. The man that moves the king rules the kingdom. Ha ha! You hear? Go back and look at the history books. Because he's not going to be president anymore. Because nothing about him fits into the Constitution. Take a physical test. No. Mental test. No. Ethics. No. Then you're not the president. You are the king. And the ancestors sing, honey, because we know. I read so many things about how they be snatching these fucking kings. And I can't wait for the snatching to start. But first we have to let the European Africans deal with it. Like I said, we can't stand by them side by side like that. Not on this. Because it's too easy for them to forget and start attacking us. It's their bloodlust, it's in their blood. They can't help themselves because they're Africans. They're European Africans, and they have spent a whole lifetime hating black Africans. So we can't be there, y'all. We have to come in after y'all do what y'all gotta do. Or we have to get some countries to help us to keep y'all off of us while we go after his ass. But I think the way it is going now, the Orange King is picking his people, and the ancestors are rejoicing. No Constitution protection. No democracy protection. None of that shit. Technically, he shouldn't even have the Secret Service. Because if he's king, he's supposed to have his own guards. And when you look at king in history, they usually come in with that. Or if it's a monarchy where it's handed down from family to family, that imperial army is there to protect the king. He don't have no imperial army. This army is allegiance to the Constitution, democracy. I can't tell you about Homeland Security. It's supposed to be to democracy and the Constitution. But I think they're going to turn on y'all. I think they're going to back the king. But fare thee well. The people know how to override and get to the king. Ooh, y'all. How y'all doing? So I feel better when I go there and say, oh, white women, you let me down. You didn't. No, they didn't. They voted. They stole it. And white men, if you voted them, they did vote against him, but he stole it. And you won't accept that part. I'm telling you how he did it through Scientology. And those millions of Scientologists in this country alone collaborated for the steal. Not just a couple of 100 here, 100 there. No. That was $1 million strong collaboration. And you can't see it. You just want to blame each other. But I know the shit. And we all did our part. That's why they had so many votes to steal. Scientologists don't vote. They don't know nothing about no election. Unless L. Ron Hubbard is in it. Or David Miscavige. Y'all. But the ancestors have been rejoicing ever since. They kept saying, we know how to take down the king. We know how to take down the king. And I'm like, okay, calm down. All right, all right, all right. I can't see what y'all saying. But that's why tomorrow we're going to be listening to chess with chess master. I have another, Rick Jackson. The person who plays the music for me is Ron Jackson, and the chess master that you're going to listen to tomorrow, Richard. I can't even believe I forgot his first name, but his name is Jackson, and we'll be hearing him tomorrow as he sets up a move and tell you how to go after the king and how to protect the king. I'm going to be interested in the going after. Yes, honey. Because that's what it'll take. These Scientologists and stuff, these cults are so stupid. If it ain't about their leader, then they ain't about it. They'll go wherever the fool tells them to go. But they have no strategy. They don't even have survival skills. Okay? Anyone who can sit down in the sun and have a heat stroke and not know to get out the heat ain't gonna know about making no chess moves. But that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Rich Jackson. Chess master Rich Jackson. He'll be talking to us tomorrow, and the day after that, we'll have... Whew! We did it, y'all. Whew! Just as Lady Day was getting ready to get in full bloom. You know, she have her tantrums. Slap her around. Yeah, y'all. So tomorrow we'll be listening to, I think we may do 2 days. Because I did get 2 recordings of chess master Rich Jackson. He was at the Barnum Library, and I recorded him there. And then I think he was at the Greenwich Library, and I got a chance to record him there. Yeah. And he gonna show y'all something. So then the ancestors said, after I listened to Chessmaster Jackson and chess coach Victor, I think we may have, did we film 2 Saturdays with chess coach Victor? I can't remember, but we're gonna listen to it because ancestors said after I listen to that, then I should be able to see clearly. So I'm excited about that. Let's get the weight, y'all. Yeah, the ancestors decided. They was like, he's making himself king. Yeah. Got him now, honey. Got him on the ropes. Because people, as they call them, the masses, the masses kick kings out all the damn time. But it's hard to get a president or someone out from the democracy. But it's easy peasy. They doing it right now in some foreign country. So yeah, let him be king. Yes. Grab that orange king by his neck and wring it. Yeah. And especially you in the land of democracy, where we was taught. Alright, I won't even go there because I don't know how true the story is about chasing the king out. I know from my research, just like they did in China and other places, Europe just left and put things in place behind them. And I feel that this is the same thing that happened here. So though they talk about kicking out a king, it's another one of them stories that they keep making up. Squeeze your gut. But finally, they're going to have a real story. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, tomorrow we listen to Chess Master Rich. He gonna do this. The ancestors kept saying, once you look at that, that message is you gonna see it so clear. And I know I will. I did all the editing and everything. I did the filming, I did the editing, all of that. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And wait till you hear Chess Coach Victor. If you go to the Pawn Moves First on this YouTube, which is under my umbrella, you will see his 5-minute piece where he's teaching the basis of chess in Spanish. But when we listen to him this week, he's at a school. He does chess programs for the city of Yonkers. So he's at a Saturday chess program. And that's where we film him. And I think we went 2 Saturdays. And he is amazing. So y'all gonna see the advantages of this orange shit stain. Crowning himself king and everybody going along with it. Things gonna change for us Native Americans. Things gonna change for us black people. It was democracy that kept us in the chokehold. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, y'all. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1 for good luck. Ooh, did I do 2 for good luck? Yeah, y'all. We did it. Now, this would be the part where I would say, oh, somebody sent me $1.50. I would say, oh, who is it? Antoinette. Antoinette, you sent me $1.50. And that's it. I'm trying to buy a house for me and my family. And I'll say, Antoinette, all the luck to you. All the luck to your family. All the luck. And vote I vote. But that didn't happen. But we're finished. And we're going to wrap it up. And we got the greatest moderator in the world in the chat. My friend John. Hey, John. Hey. Yes. Yes, he's the best. In the north, south, east, and west. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie. Thanks for the one. I said 100, exactly. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. 100. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, John. See you tomorrow.